This man thinks that smashed avocado is stopping you getting on the housing market.
When I was trying to buy my first home, I wasn't buying smashed avocados for 19 bucks.
But what really is the impact of going out for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and other treats on your long-term wealth? Let's hop onto the computer and find out. So Tim thinks that young people going out for avocado toast and coffees is potentially stopping them getting on the housing ladder. I'm here to look at what the impact of that might be on your long-term wealth and your investing career instead. So Tim is based in Australia. I'm based in the UK. So I'm first going to try and look at converting some of his prices into UK equivalent prices. Tim suggested that the Aussie price for a smashed avocado is around 19 Aussie dollars. That's around 9.94 in Great British pounds at the time of recording. I've looked at some local cafes in my area to see what the approximate price is for a smashed avocado on toast meal, and it's around £9.49, so not far off what Tim's suggesting. I'm also going to look at the option of making it at home, so I've pulled up a couple of prices here from a local supermarket here in the UK, and I've estimated that it's about £2 to make the dish at home, obviously excluding costs such as electricity and gas, etc. So to make this a worst case assumption, I'm going to assume that you're having the smashed avocado on toast 5 days a week, every week, all year, making another assumption that a typical breakfast would be about 50p, maybe for some porridge or some cereal or something along those lines. That's about £1.50 extra on your spending than you would have otherwise spent. So that comes out as £7.50 a week, £32.50 a month, or £390 a year. So to see what the impact would be on your retirement, I've started with a benchmark. So I'm saying you're starting at £0 in your investing career, and you're putting in £500 a month and targeting £30,000 in income in retirement at a 4% withdrawal. We're targeting a pot of £750,000, and my calculator suggests that would be around September 2059 under these assumptions. So now what happens if we take the extra £32.50 a month that we were spending on avocado toast and add that to our investment pots? So now we're investing £532.50 a month instead of the £500. You'll see that that brings down the difference by about 1 year. So it'll bring your retirement forward approximately 1 year. So it's not a particularly big impact, but there is a slight difference. My conclusion from this is that cutting back on avocado toast probably won't cause you long-term wealth problems. But what if, like Tim suggests, we're going out for that meal every day rather than making it at home? What if I use that £9.49 price for 5 days a week? So running the same example with an assumption of a 50p breakfast as the baseline breakfast, that would mean you're spending an extra £8.99 a day, which is £44.95 a week, £194.78 a month, or £2,337 a year. To be fair, that's quite a lot of eating out. I don't know anyone who eats out for breakfast every single day, so this is a bit of an extreme example, but we'll run the numbers and see what happens. Plugging this back into my retire with the S&P 500 spreadsheet, again, we'll be putting in the £500 a month assumption, but this time we're including the extra £194.78. So that means you'd be investing £694.78 a month instead of £500. You see, this does actually make a reasonable difference. This brings the retirement timeframe forward 5 years to approximately 2054 instead of 2059 that we were looking at in the original example. So whilst the avocado on toast example is possibly a bit extreme, I don't know anyone who eats out that frequently. Everyone will have little habits, whether it be grabbing a meal deal at lunch at work, or whether it be having a couple of coffees a day bought out rather than made yourself. There's probably £5 to £10 a day that a lot of people could cut back. If you want to see what all these little costs could add up for your long-term retirement, you could get access to my retirement calculator in the description below. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.